What's up, guys? It's Brandy with Back Pocket Life Coach. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having an awesome week so far. I'm here again to bring you my third and fourth today, but right now my third interview in my Facebook Live interview series with badass women who are living a life they love. Reason for this series, I love to work with women who are struggling in their lives to move from a place of feeling stuck or unhappy or just quite not liking their lives and move to a place where they are living a life they love. So I thought it would be cool to come together with women who are doing just that, to bring you resources, because there's a lot of people doing a lot of cool things, and also to just gain some insight into what are women doing to move to that place where they're digging their lives a little bit more. So my interview today is going to be with JL Harris, and she is the owner of JL CreativeWerks. She's an author and a blogger who specializes in marketing and branding for other authors. And she calls herself an author who helps authors. It's very cool. So she's going to pop up on this call with me here. And we'll hear her story a little bit. And hey, girl.
Hey, I had it all set up for my laptop, but it didn't show up, so I'm on my phone.
All right, we got you.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited you're here with me today.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me invite some people.
Yes, please do. Let them know we're here. So, JL, I want to learn a little bit about your story, what you do, and maybe how you got there.
So, once upon a time, I used to work in the nonprofit field. I spent like 15 years when I graduated college working for nonprofits and like the government. I did 3 years working for what they call DFACs out here,
Okay.
the family and children thing. And I worked for a homeless shelter. In my last job, I worked at it's a really cool organization. I still love it. It's called CASA, and it stood for Court Appointed Special Advocates. And what we did was we advocated, we trained volunteers to advocate for children who were in foster care.
Oh, wow.
So
Right on.
I'm still sharing. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry. I was trying to share. Anyway,
Yeah.
okay. So, and I did that for 15 years, and then my uncle and grandmother passed away within 6 months of each other, and my grandmother, who helped raise me, it was something about her death that made me ask myself, is this the life that I really wanted to live?
Yeah.
And so she was 92 years old when she died. And my grandmother, she was born in 1920. She lived through like Jim Crow laws. She lived through a whole lot of stuff. And her and my grandfather owned a little country store in Griffin. And so me and my brother spent summers down there. And so I just really began to think about the life that I was living and said, oh, is this how I want to continue my life? And so I took inventory of my life, and I decided to say, no, I have a lot of gifts and talents, and I want to use them. So back in 2009, I had wrote my first book, but I was working on my master's too at the same time, and I was like, no, I want to use my master's. And so after that, I was like, no, I want to write books. And so I set out to write books. I like to say me and my boss at the time, whom I love, love, love very dearly, we came to a mutual decision that I needed to go fly. And I really appreciate her, that she is the one that told me that I needed to go pursue my dream. So here I am since 2012. I have flittered and tried. I have tried a lot of stuff. I have tried blogging. I have done social media, and finally I am settled on what I'm really supposed to be doing, and I absolutely love, love, love what I'm doing. So I love helping other authors. I love helping other people bring their creativity, their imagination to life.
Yes. Wow.
Yes.
I mean, it sounds like you had a real emotional driver to change your
Yes,
life. You had these two people who were a big part of your life pass away,
yes,
and leave you just kind of thinking, is this the way I want to live moving
yes.
forward? And then you just kind of went from there, and you had somebody who really believed in you, really motivated you, who helped you recognize that you needed to take your life where you wanted it to go.
Oh yes, I have an older brother, and at the time we got a tattoo. The same tattoo is called "Seeing Me Too." So if you heard of that saying, "Carpe diem," and is the
Sure.
other part of it is "Seeing Me Too." So it says, "Seize the day, without fear." And so
Yeah.
this is one of the things that we both got a tattoo. And after that, my older brother and I, we decided that we were going to seize the day without fear. So everything that we do is without fear. But I'm gonna be honest, I get scared, and I like to tell people I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. And it has doing that and just going forward has opened up so many opportunities for me that I couldn't imagine still going into working for someone
Yeah.
like that on a on a daily basis. Ugh, no, I can't do it. But anyway, yeah.
Jill, you are such a great example of moving through fear, because fear is an incredible thing, right? It holds us back from everything, really, if you think about it.
Yes.
It can keep us stuck. It can keep us from things that are just better, from a life worth living, right? And just fear can just keep us, and just held back. And then you wonder, well, what's really worse? Right? Not taking a leap forward and moving towards something that could be great. Is that, is that worse? Fear, jumping into my fear than staying right where I am right now and just not liking anything,
To
right?
me, I think staying stuck is worse. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to have all this creativity, all these
Yeah.
ideas in your mind and not knowing what to do with them. I know what that feels like to be scared. So I'd rather be scared moving forward than to be scared sinking. I call it being in quicksand. So I'd rather be scared moving forward and pressing forward. And at least I can say when on my deathbed, I can say I've done everything that I wanted to do.
Yes.
And so and I can die happy knowing that I lived a full life. And so I knew I didn't, and that was one of the things about my grandmother, that um she had a lot of regret. So like she was born to sharecroppers, and that she had the opportunity to go to high school, but she only stopped at the 8th grade. She had an opportunity to go be a teacher, but she didn't do those things because
Mm.
of family responsibility. And I was like, she worked so hard. My mother worked so hard. My aunts and uncles have did so much stuff for me. Now I'm have the opportunity to not do that if I don't want that. I have the opportunity to pursue things that I want to do. So I was like, I want to leave this earth knowing that I have left a full life. And now my goal is to help other people to do the
Yeah.
same. It's like you don't have to be stuck. You don't have to be in quicksand. You can do something. I don't care if you 8 or 80, blind, cripple, or crazy. You can do something if you want to with your life. You don't have to stay where you are.
I love it. And I bet,
Yes.
the way you're talking about it, you just have that drive in your life now. You're like, nothing's holding me back because I've gotten through so much, and I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. How does your just success in your business world, and just again that jumping into your fear, how does that play out in the rest of your life? Are you
So I
have time?
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
I'm sorry.
you go, girl. You know what
I was like, I I am the type of person, I'll jump first. So this year I had to take a different step even with my life, and I had to say I'm going to plan for my leap. So I would jump, and then I'll be like, I'm out here swimming, and then I'm like, oh my God, and I'll panic. And so I was like, no, let me be prepared for my leap. So just before you take jump out, I have no desire to jump out of an airplane. But I do know before people jump out of an airplane, there are safety precautions that you do have to take.
Sure.
So this year has been the year that I was like, I'm preparing for my leap. I began to slow down my process. I began to say, and look at, instead of trying to do 10 years in 1 year, let's really look at how can I do this thing over the long haul?
Yeah.
What is a good, comfortable pace that I can do? Nobody, and when you're on social media and you're looking at people, you don't realize you're looking at people who've been working and doing this stuff for 5, 10 years,
You
and
just
you're seeing this, that you're seeing it ta-da, but it's been over a long period of time. And so I had to say, no, I'm going to run my race. I'm going to walk my race at my own rate in my own path. And so I had to stop looking at other people to do that.
yeah.
And I applied that in every area of my life. And when I did that, and I became, as I've been saying, I became a vibrational match for my own life.
Yeah.
I began to attract the things that I've been trying to get so for so long. They began to come. They just automatically began to come to me. I've been wanting to
Mm.
to speak and to talk to people and to do interviews like this for, but now that I was like, I wasn't trying to do it, it's like it's just coming to me
Yeah.
because I was like, I tell people my pace is I walk at the pace of God, and He told me His pace was a heartbeat. And
Yeah.
so it was like a heartbeat is steady, doo doo doo. And so that's the pace that I walk. And I try not, if I get around people who walks faster than that and their pace is faster than that, it's like, I love you, but I got to back off from you because I got to do my thing at my own rate. So that's what I
What did
believe.
you say? Vibrational what?
A vibrational match.
Vibrational match. I gotta write that down. That's
Yes.
awesome.
So, and it's funny that you will see that it's a lot of people and things that are not a vibrational match, were things that used to work. I didn't understand that when I was going through that transitioning with my grandmother, that when I first got out of college, being working in a homeless shelter, working for nonprofits, that was what I was supposed to do in that
Sure.
season. But it came a time, it was time for me to change. And so it took a death to be a catalyst for me to change. Now I'm learning how to recognize that when there is a shift that needs to take place in my life. So this year I knew it was a shift that needed to take place, and I needed to become a vibrational match to the things that I wanted to happen in my life and the way that I seen my life. And I need to vibrate off joy. As you can see, I'm a joyful
Yeah.
person. And so I was like, I'm tired of being, I don't want to be around people. If you complain, and I don't want to be around you. And so I realized I needed to be healed. I went through oh my God, earlier this year, I went through this whole phase. It was a real, I call it my FU phase, because I was mad and I was angry and I was like, F you and F you and F you. You know what? F that. So, but I was saying the extra word. But going through that phase and processing and healing from all this stuff and making sure I'm doing the things that I want to do and what is in my purpose has brought me to here. It has brought me to
Amazing.
so much joy. And so now that I'm not working so hard trying to live my best life, I'm really honestly
Just
living my best life.
I'm
Yes.
hearing from you, so much that I work on with my clients is self-discovery,
Mm-hmm.
importance of really knowing yourself, knowing your truth, and then so that you can live in it, right? And then I'm hearing a lot
Right.
of personal power. I think your journey has just taken you to a place where you're not afraid to say, this is what I want. You're not afraid to say, this is what I need, and this is what I'm going for. And nobody's going to stand in my way. Nothing's going to stand in my way. But just that process that you've gone through of really figuring out what the heck it is that you want, with how you want to live your life, right? We can't go after anything we want until we know what it is, right?
You're right.
Mindset, I mean, the power, right? Our minds are so powerful. They're so powerful. So this choice that you're making every day to celebrate being joyful, to celebrate happiness, to not focus on the negatives, right? To not let
Mhm.
you so quickly touch on, I was swimming, and I was freaking out, right? And I know as a
Yes.
business owner myself, it's really easy to freak out when you're
Yes.
right. But I mean, you just went through that and you said, but then I got through it and I came on the other side and I did it. And you didn't, your story is not based in failure. It is based in progress and power and success. And
Yes.
you are. It's amazing.
Yes. I like to tell people about my whole process. I don't want to give somebody some fake facade of what this is. So I'm be the first to tell you that no, I don't always know what I'm doing. You think that it's a glorious life, it's not glorious, and you like, oh my God, Jackie, you doing? And I was like, and I'm really spiraling out behind the scenes.
Yep, yep.
And so I want to be. I always say I want. I just wrote a blog about this. Is one of my goals is whoever you see on social media when you see me out in the streets actually meet me, I want you to meet the same person. So whoever you
Love.
get on social media, you are getting the real deal. Jacqueline Harris. My name is Jacqueline Jackie. You're getting me. So whoever I am on here, this is who you're going to meet.
Yes.
Well, I'm a little foolish off camera. I'm gonna just tell you. I like to have a lot of fun, but I try to be real and authentic, and I believe people are looking for that. They're looking for coaches, they're looking for mentors, they're looking for businesses who are being authentic and who are being themselves. People don't want fake stuff anymore. It's time out for that. Social media has gave us a whole lot of
A whole lot
um
of
BS and a whole lot of fake people. So people are looking for the real deal. As in the words of your president, there's a whole lot of fake news out here, and I'm not a fake news person. I want to be a very genuine person, and that's the aura and that's the energy that I try to project to other people. To let's be genuine,
feel
let's
it.
be real, be your as I'm a cusser, be your GD self and call it a day.
I love
So, because if people going to come to you, they're going to love you. Your people are going to love you. Your tribe will love you, and people not your tribe.
Oh no, did I lose you? Come back.
Sorry about that. Somebody wants to call me while I'm on the phone.
Oh,
So, so yeah.
oh, preach it, girl. I think you speak, I posted a quote earlier today that was, election day always brings up this idea that you matter, right? Every
Mm,
vote matters. It's not your just one vote. It's you are one vote, right? It is
right.
this just the reflection of everybody coming together can really be a powerful thing. And my question to everybody after that was, what about the rest of the year? Are you looking at your life like you are one unique person that nobody can bring to the world what you bring to the world, right? There's only one of you. Or are you just
Right.
sitting on the sidelines going, I don't really matter. There's no, why go after anything more? Because this is all this has to offer for me.
So my thought is with that. Sorry, my phone is about to die. But my thought with that is that you have to stay in the present, but be in the future at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but no, my candidate, she is still hanging in there, which is a valuable lesson that I'm learning. But I'm also learning, no, your candidate doesn't always win, or yes, your candidate wins, but tomorrow, as you said, tomorrow when this is all over with and the big game is all over with, how are you going to go out and treat people? How are you going to go out and best represent your family? So I want to always be kind to people. I always want to be nice to people, whether we have the same political views, whether we have the same religious background. I want to be kind and be nice to people, regardless of what is going on in my life and regardless what's going on in the world. And I think if everybody would take that philosophy, we would have a much better life.
I so agree with that. And again, to speaking to the personal power I'm hearing from you, just recognizing how much you have inside of you, right? To contribute to the world, to be successful, right? We all have everything we need inside of us to make
Yeah.
our dreams happen. And it's just a matter of making the decision, deciding to go after it, and making the change. And that's exactly what you did. You said, I'm going to live
Yeah.
my life in a different way. You found somebody to help you, and then you went after it. And you are now a reflection of those choices. And I'm so excited. I'm so stoked for you.
Thank you. Thank you. It was great meeting you, Brandy.
So good meeting you, JL. Tell me what your book is called.
My book is called Unlikely Love,
Unlikely.
and my pen name is J.L. Harris, and my tagline is I'm a church girl with a dirty mind. I am a I am a product. My dad is a preacher. My grandfather was a preacher. My younger brother is a preacher. So I come from a long line of spiritual people, and so and I just start recently embraced that. That's my tagline. I'm a church girl with a dirty mind. I write dirty, dirty, get it books. So I'm super excited about that. I have really taken on this ownership of taking my writing seriously. I've been submitting to some places. I recently have been accepted into a romance anthology, and my friends told me it's a big deal. I have a 5-year contract with them, so I have two short stories with them to write. And that was my first time submitting, so they was like, "That's a big deal," and so I'm excited. I am participating this month in NaNoWriMo. I said I wanted to get outside of the erotica type books and want to write sci-fi, but I think I'm blending sci-fi and erotica together.
Okay.
That's what's coming out. So
So where can
I
people find
really,
where can
huh?
where can people find you and all of this stuff?
You can find my books on Amazon.
Okay.
It is under J.L. Harris, and I'll put it in the link. It's Jayl Harris, so you can find it. You can just find it under that. It's called Unlikely Love, and then I have a flash fiction story that goes along with it. It's called When the Door Shuts, Sex Happens. So it's kind of like a in between. I call it in between sheet story until I get ready to
Huh?
write the next story to that book. So I also have these really cute notebooks called the Poppies. So I'm working on that to make sure you can personalize them, and it's stationary. So
Okay.
and they look like this.
So cute. I saw
So
that. So cute.
yes. Yes. So I'm trying to get ready for Christmas so that way we can have those up and people can buy them. I am a avid writer. I love journals. I love pretty notebooks. And so I thought it was best and fitting for me to design my own journal line and my own notebook line that other people can write in and journal in.
Gosh,
So
you are just so lazy. I mean,
oh. I was like, I feel like I'm like, oh my God, I see other people working so hard and they're doing their stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I could be completely honest. My creativity is a God-given gift. It's one that I have taken advantage of, and that I didn't realize people really want that, and God has given it to me. So again, I'm embracing that and enjoying that process, and my goal is to help other people to tap into their creativity
yeah.
and knowing what's in them and how you can make money and how you can pursue your passion
Sure.
to be able to do this. I recently helped a one of my clients. She sews for a living, so she sews like purses and
Hmm.
stuff for a living. So I showed her how you can take this and make some money, and she makes custom accessories and purses. Like I have a huge yellow bright beach bag that I took on vacation and people love. So there are just things that, as you said before, we have things that's down deep down on the inside of us that we're just called to do, that we were born to do. And I usually tell people it's things that you take. It's usually the things that you take advantage of is usually what God wants to use or what you're supposed to do in life. The things that you don't even think about is second nature. That's usually what you're supposed to be working on. And so my goal is to help people to be able to dive in that and to do that.
Amen, girl. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
I just love you and I love your spirit and your energy. And
Oh, thank
so,
you.
well, thank you for joining me today. Um,
Oh, cool beans.
for those of you watching, Jill is going to post all of her links under the video so that you can connect with her. I'm Brandy with Back Pocket Life Coach. I work with women all out through the U.S., changing their lives from moving from a place where they feel stuck or depressed or anxious or just not quite happy into living a life they love. I cumulatively come from being a licensed associate marriage and family therapist, a certified personal trainer, a certified personal chef, and a nutrition specialist. We look at wellness holistically, emotional, physical, and mental health, getting you right from all different angles. So if you're interested in any of that, you can check it out, backpocketlifecoach.com, or find my page on Facebook, or find me on Instagram, Backpocket Life Coach as well. Bringing you more interviews like this one, interviewing amazing, fantastic, badass women like JL Harris, who can hopefully act as a resource for you, or just inspire you on this day, bringing women together because we're powerful together,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
I love it.
Well,
And I told my friends to like your page. So
what's that?
I said I sent friends to like your page. I think
Oh,
you're awesome.
awesome. I think you're awesome
Yes.
too. Well, thank you so much again. Have an awesome day, and we'll talk soon.
Okay.
All right.
All right. You have a great
Bye.
day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.